Well, thank you all for joining in a timely manner. Do we have everyone's registration cleared up now? Tion, I think yours was, we were waiting on yours and Rashima. Have you checked Banner to make sure everything's okay with your registration now?
I got an email today showing the completed document, so I'm
Okay.
assuming it is.
I
So
have not received such as yet.
you haven't? Okay. Did you talk to Dr. Brown?
I did, and they still sent me back he said Dr. Ratcher was on it again, and they still sent me back the same email. Keep reminding me to sign with that wrong email. So I ignored it.
Okay. So they have to correct your email, right? That's what they have to do.
That's the only thing they need to correct.
Let me see. Oops. I did revise the syllabus, but I think what we'll do is we will go and see how things progress. But the two major assignments that have to be submitted are the two journal articles. So today I was going to try to help you navigate the library system. I contacted the library and they told me that even international students should have access using your D number. So we can try that out. Did anyone get a chance to look at those instructions that I emailed from the library?
Yes, I did. I was able to register with the library service.
Okay, good. Does anyone know about Dennis Dane? That is he going to be in this class or no? Do you all know him?
I'm not sure, but I will commit myself to find out. I was in another group that we're in.
Okay.
And I will try to find out if he's with J69, sorry, J68.
Okay,
or
good.
or what?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So for today, we have Shellyon is here. Alicia's here. Latoya. Am I missing Latoya? Anyone know if Latoya is joining later? Rashima's here. Everett's here. Tamika's here and feeling much better.
Did you say Latoya?
Yeah, Latoya.
Last name?
Latoya's last name is Marshall Brown.
Okay. I'll have to check out who that person is too.
Okay. Rachel is here. Nicole is here. And Everett will find out about Dennis Dane. Grace Ann is not here. Laverne is here. And Tiona is here.
Question, Doc. Isn't Dane that other colleague who had a class last week?
Yeah, he was teaching, I heard.
Right.
That was
so-
the answer I was given. So he's teaching.
All right. So maybe what's the name?
He came on Wednesday, but not on Thursday.
Right. His colleague, her name just missed me again. Could give us an update.
Okay.
All right.
So the only two people I don't have is Latoya that you're going to find out about Everett and Grace Ann. Does anyone know about Grace Ann?
That's it.
I sent her, I know that she lectures on Wednesdays. I sent her a message as soon as she responds, I'll let you know.
Okay.
So she's probably trying to wrap up a class.
Okay. Do they lecture in
Alright.
the evenings? They teach all the way late till?
She lectures at a teacher's college part-time, so she does it in the afternoons on a Wednesday.
Okay. Okay. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, doctor.
Mhm. So who is the person that tried out the library access and it works? Who said that?
That's me, Rachel.
Rachel?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am. I went into the library and then they sent us how to register. So I went to the Delaware page, redirected to that page, and then I was able to register, just enter information. And the library was able to send me an email confirming my registration.
Okay.
So I did
So
that.
Rachel, do you mind if I have you share your screen and walk us through the process, and I'll guide you, like where you
Okay,
can go,
sure.
what the website is. Do you have access to share?
Yes, I think
You?
so.
Okay.
Let me just check.
There's Latoya.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Yes.
Grace has responded. She said to apologize and she'll be a little late. She's in a
Okay.
lecture.
Okay. Thank you. I hear Latoya's here.
Yes, Doc. I'm here. I'm here. And my background is a bit noisy. I'm at a conference, but I'm listening in.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. So I'm going to have Rachel share her screen, and then we'll walk through the database, the library database. I think I sent the link by email too. Do you have that ability to share, Rachel?
Yes, I do. I'm trying to find, I'm going back through the emails to find
Okay.
the one
The
that
link.
you sent first. Okay, just hold
Okay.
on.
And I think what we will do is try to work on a draft for a journal article, because I hear that you have done one. So I will email you the syllabus and post it on the website. The syllabus does have like a rubric that you can follow for the information that needs to be included in the journal article. And I didn't finalize a couple of the weeks. We'll see how things go. I kept the information that Dr. Yoon had on his syllabus, so we might be moving things around. We may not go as in depth as his modules are, but we'll try to cover things from a holistic point of view as well. Kind of on the surface more than in-depth analysis. Since this is only your second class. Let me log on to my email so I can send you the. Let me know when you're ready, Rachel.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the email I sent, I think I only sent it through Blackboard. I didn't send it to all of your emails about the link. So the students who are not officially registered may not have received that email. Let me see if I can find the last email that I sent you that has everyone's email addresses.
Okay, I'm ready to share my screen now. Okay, good evening, everyone. This is the email that I got from Dr. Daniels. She gave, this is by way of the Blackboard.
We
And
can't
so
see your
after you
screen yet, Rachel.
oh,
Are you
okay.
sharing the whole screen?
I can't see.
I am
Yes,
seeing the
Doc. I'm
screen, you
seeing
know.
it. I'm seeing the screen, Doc. I'm seeing it.
Okay, yeah, it marks sharing. So can everybody see?
No.
I'm seeing it, Doc.
You're seeing it?
Ah,
I'm
yes,
Yes.
I'm seeing it
Yeah, I
also.
am.
Yes,
You are?
Doc. Seeing it. Seeing it.
Okay. You see it. Let me see.
Okay, so after looking at
I
the
don't know.
announcement
I
in
don't
the
know what
Black,
I.
Hold on, Rachel.
all right,
Yeah, I don't know.
Rachel, stop share and reshare.
Yeah.
Yes.
okay.
I don't know if there's two Zoom windows open for me or what. That's why I'm having trouble. Somehow I have two windows open. Let me see if I join the second computer, it'll show up. Okay, try again, Rachel.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's showing on my second window.
Okay. So I basically logged into the Blackboard and then I looked at the announcement section on this side here. And I was able to read the email that you sent. And it gave instruction how to access the library. So here at the top, it says, please make sure your registration course is completed so you can have access. And this is the link for you to register. Let me minimize this here. All right. And here's the link for the library database. So you basically click on the link and oh, I'm not sure. No, not that link. It's not the link. Okay. Okay, it's right here. Registration form on the library website. Okay, so here it is. So you click this second link here and you're going to be redirected to the Delaware page here. And I basically scroll down and I search for library. Library forms.
Okay.
Wait, I think I passed it.
Yeah, you're almost there.
Yeah, I
Little
passed.
lower, little lower.
Where is it? Right here,
Almost,
start the form.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's right here, start the form, registration is required here. And once you click on this, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then it will ask you for information such as your address, your DSU number, and so on and so forth. I went ahead and I'm trying to figure out which computer I downloaded the form so I could show you what the form looks like. I'm not sure if it's this one. So you basically fill this in right here, your name, your email address. And after you have completed the process, then you will get an email stating that you have done, completed the form, and you're going to get that from the library, so that it notifies you that you have registered. So I
Okay,
think that's basically it right there.
okay. Can you go to that?
There is a follow-up form though, after that form that you initially showed, if you could go back to that.
Okay, this one.
Yes, so when you say begin signing, there will be a
So
follow-up form that will come up
yes,
with additional information required.
yes, this is
If you
just the
want,
first start.
yes.
You're going to enter your name, your email, and the same email address that you put in your email, that's the same one you're going to put here. I use the DESO student email, so it has the same email address. And so from here, then you will go to another part of the form that asks you for your address. And a number is also assigned to you, a library number, I believe, yeah.
Did you make
So
a note of the number? Because that's what you'll need now.
yes, what I did, I downloaded the form. I'm not sure if it's this computer I use or the other one, so I'm not sure if I could show you what the form looks like completed, but I could look for it and see
Okay,
if it's here or.
okay. That's fine. You can show us your number if you can access what number they gave you.
Okay, so here it is. Registration form for Rachel. That's this one here. I think for docu. Okay, I'm not sure if it's this one.
Or is it the one from Deborah Jarrell?
Yes, this one. Library patron form.
Please use your D number to access library services.
Yes, and
Okay.
here it is. So it asks you to use your D100 number to access the library services.
Okay. So now if you go into
So
the Blackboard announcement and click the first link that you were clicking.
this one,
Yeah.
yes. This takes you to a DocuSign page. Go ahead and click it.
Yeah, that one's not the DocuSign. That one will be the databases for education majors.
The guides.
Yes.
Okay. So do you want me to go ahead
Yes.
and click
Yes.
it or?
Yes, please. Yes.
All right. So here it is.
And so if you go in here, she is the librarian for us. So you can, I asked her if she's available in the evening. They're available, I think, till 8:30 or something by chat. So if you have questions about how to search some items or some topic that you're interested in, you can ask her those questions till I believe 8:30. But if you want to go to the database and articles in the middle at the top next to search tips is good to visit too. Yeah, you can go to search tips first. Let's take a look at that. So these are just guides that if you want to search for two topics at the same time, you can use and. If you want to search two different topics, there's examples, something or something else. You can limit your search by different parameters. If you want something during a certain year, a certain type of journal, all of that. So if you want to narrow your search, you want to use and. If you want to broaden your search, they're recommending using the or, all caps or, and something not. So if you're looking for, they gave some examples here, like if you're looking for teaching but not learning, then you can do those. And there are different fields you can search for. You can search in the author, the title, the abstract, descriptors. Don't use descriptors that much. Maybe those are some tags in the document and what type of document it is, whether it's an article or a different type. And then if you want to use a wildcard, asterisk is what they use as a wildcard. So if you want to have searches related to everything learning, learner, you would do learn and then the wildcard. We call it the wildcard here, but it's the asterisk that you would use that would bring up all words that end. They may have a different ending, but learn would be included. So now if you'll go to the top, Rachel, and then click on the databases for us. And these are all the various databases she's already selected for you and recommended that are most useful for education majors. So what I did was I wanted to see how many mixed methods dissertations are completed. So I went to that digital dissertations earlier today. So if you want to go on the digital dissertations, Rachel, on the right under multidisciplinary databases, a little bit up to the top. And then,
Okay.
yep, that's it, the third column. Yep.
Digital
Yes, that's it.
dissertation.
That's it.
Okay.
And try putting your D number in here.
Ooh, she's in. She's in.
Yep, good, very good. So while if you want to minimize this Zoom screen, while Rachel's demonstrating, you all can try out your D numbers too, to see if it works, so that you know whether you have to submit the form or not by tomorrow. Because then, Friday, if you do it too late in the Friday afternoon, someone may not get back to you till Monday. So we're going to try to search for what topic are you, well, I did the mixed methods, so let's try that. The mixed methods and then full text. Type that in.
Just mixed methods in
Yeah, that's
research
fine.
or?
Yeah, that's just fine. Mixed methods is fine. And then do full text.
Mixed methods. Okay, so it redirects us to this page here.
So there are a lot of billions of articles here, it looks like, but it's searching all those billions of articles. When I did last 12 months, so the publication date, you can do the last 12 months at the left.
Right
You can
here.
keep that, yep. It's still showing up 1 to 20. Yeah, it's still showing up 1 to 20. So it's not that much that's being done in mixed, well, at least they're not titling it mixed methods. They may have the mixed methods title somewhere in their abstract, or they might include a study like that, but they're not putting it in the title. That's what that means. And the highlight tells you where the search engine found all the mixed methods articles. You can limit your search by full text so that you can look at the data, because sometimes we'll have a dissertation submitted here, but we might not have the text. And then if it's really important for your research and you need to get it, then there is an interlibrary loan process that can be completed with the library as well. And they can get you a copy of the article. And if you want to see which ones have been done by the university, you can limit that and change it to Delaware State University, or if there's another university that you want to look at the dissertations that have been done there nearby you, you can limit that. There are a lot of advanced features you can do. So if we take one of the, which one interests you, Rachel? Any of these interest you that you want to take a look at?
Okay. Okay. These are looking at more medical areas. But I'm just gonna probably look at this one, designing formulae for
Okay.
ranking. Okay, so I'm going to click on that one.
So the nice thing is that because you searched this dissertation, they give you suggested other sources as well that are related to this topic on the right side. So they say suggested sources. And then if you click on the bot, if you scroll down a little further as well, a little more.
Oh,
Alicia, hit mute.
oh, sorry.
Scroll all the way down.
Yeah, because I think at the bottom it shows some information too.
Okay.
This is a long introduction, I think. Maybe I went, oh no, it's not showing down here.
I think it's just the
Okay,
referencing.
okay. Click on the full text
Which
PDF
one?
on the full text PDF on the left.
Okay. I was
So
just
this
about to
summary-
ask if you can download them.
Okay. Is this a digital? Because this one's an article, not a dissertation, right?
This is digital. We went in the
Digital
digital.
dissertation? Yeah, I'm surprised an article showed up. Usually only thesis and the dissertations only show up. That's what's been my experience. I'm surprised that it's just an article. Maybe we didn't select, only see it saying scholarly journal at the top. So we can go back now where we were, but you can download the full PDF version, or you can look at the HTML version. One of the articles that I saw in HTML had a icon where it would speak aloud and read the article to me. I was like, oh, this is nice, because sometimes you don't want to read the whole thing and it'll use just the things that we use like Siri engine to read the article for you. You can hit back to results at the top. Yeah, you were
Okay.
there. You were there on the left, right above full text. On the left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Found it.
Mhm.
Go back or
Yeah, go back out of here. You can go back again.
I think it's taking me right back.
Going round
to-
and round.
Yeah.
Okay. Go back to your email and click the link again. You might have to type in your D number or just go to the library. Yeah. If you go to the library, you can find it too. The library tab you have open at the top.
Okay.
Because you can find it without the link too. If you go to,
Let's go back here.
and then go
Okay.
to the library tab.
At the top here.
Yeah. And click on that. And we can go to database list.
I'm trying to remember which one I went.
And I bookmark the education one, the one for the education majors.
Okay.
So here they have all of the databases available. Is it under library links? Click on library links tab at the top. That drop down. Library links next to staff sign in. Oh, too far.
All the way at the top.
No, go back into the, you can go to Blackboard and click the link too.
database.
You could go to the Blackboard link. But maybe that might be easier. Just go to the Blackboard link to find it. The first link that you clicked on.
The first one, yeah.
Yep. And I try to
Just-
bookmark it so it'd be easier to find it. So it's under Delaware State University Lib Guides, and then under the College of Health and Public Policy, Education, Health and Public Policy, and then Education Research Guide is the one that they created. The other thing, what was the other thing I did? Database articles. Yeah, go back to database articles, databases and articles.
Okay, so we went.
I looked
into
at
digital
Sage.
literacy.
Yeah. Okay. Try Sage ePublications this time. The third one. And then if you scroll down, and I clicked social sciences and humanities by discipline first. Browse journals by discipline. I clicked social sciences and humanities, and then I found that they have a whole journal called Mixed Methods Research Journal. Is it under M? It'd probably be easier to go under M. And click on M.
Which one, excuse me?
At the top, if you click on M, so it'll bring you to the mixed methods. on the alphabet. Yep. Now we're at the management. This is long. Okay. Maybe this is not how I did it then. Go back. I just did it this
Go to
afternoon. I
page
forgot
2.
already. Is it on page 2?
There was a page.
Page 2.
It looks like there's more than 2 though, is there? Because of the arrow that's pointing?
Yes, it looks like
Militia.
more than 2.
Oh, it
No,
didn't
it's
come.
not there.
No, it's not there.
You
Go
probably have to
back.
type it in.
Go back to the main homepage of Sage Journals at the top.
Okay. We're going wrong and wrong again.
That's going round and round. Browse journals
Oh,
by
no.
discipline. Okay, maybe I did all Sage journals. Click on all Sage journals.
Okay.
See if that shows you the mixed methods.
So go back to Sage
Yeah, Sage
publication.
e-publications.
Okay.
And then do all
So
Sage
can we just
journals.
type in mixed methods here?
Yeah, try that. Try that. But it might give you articles too. Journal of
Yes.
Mixed Methods right there. It is Journal of Mixed Methods.
And here are the article
Mhm.
journals.
Latest articles. View more. You can view more. I'm trying to figure out which one I downloaded. Let's see. Yeah, I downloaded one. It was a thesis on dementia. That was interesting to me. And I only downloaded the information, not the whole entire article, but the information in itself had lots of interesting keywords that can be helpful when we're trying to study what mixed methods important keywords are that we need to know related to mixed methods. So the whole article, if it's like a thesis, it's going to be too long to read. But maybe if you pick something that's not a thesis, not a full thesis. For literature review, so here media review. So is that an article? Leveraging the power of online qualitative inquiry. So one of the advantages, I think, with the online things, to do things online with qualitative data, is the transcription. Because if you do like a Zoom interview with individuals, the transcription will be done for you. And if you go into Zoom, it saves it as a file. That's like the most time-consuming part as far as data collection goes. So I have found that to be helpful. My internet connection is unstable now. Can you still hear me? You all can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It's telling me that unstable. Did anyone else get a chance to see if your D number works in the database search engine? Okay, Gracie Ann is able to join us.
Doc, I haven't signed up yet. So when I get back to my room,
Okay,
I will try.
okay. For those of you who have your D number, have you tried it out? Because they told me that it should be automatic if it's not to do the form. Is there somebody who hasn't done the form? You want to try it out and let me know if it works?
Okay, Doc, I just did the form. After I do the complete the library card or download the library card, what do I do next?
Well, can you you have access to Blackboard with the link I sent? Let me put it in chat. Maybe that might be easier.
Yes, I do have access to Blackboard.
You do have access to
So I
Blackboard?
went
Okay.
on Blackboard. I went on Blackboard. I saw the email and did the library card registration, the form.
Mhm.
So am I to wait on an email now to give me access to the library now that I completed the form? What's the next step?
Some people said that, well, she told me that it should be automatic. Most students should already have access. Rachel, we're still looking at your screen, so don't show us your grades or anything. We're still looking at your screen. You're still sharing your screen, Rachel.
Doc,
Okay.
Yes.
I have to. All right.
You're
Let me
st-
go.
I tried it. I tried it, but it's still telling me that I could not log in. The library card number was not
Okay.
recognized or has
Was not
expired.
recognized. Okay.
That's the D number. I
Okay.
completed the registration card, but I have not received an email as yet.
Okay.
Okay.
An
Okay.
email to confirm the registration.
Well, right now they
And the
might be
funny thing with
closed.
me now
Mhm.
is that I'm there, right? I'm on the page. Why I don't know I got there? Because I'm trying to go somewhere else. It's asking me for the number and the 14-digit number that they would give you as your library card
For me, it
number
asks for the
that will
14
be
digit.
located on your ID.
Okay. Try the D
It's
number.
asking me that too.
It's asking
I
for two
tried and
numbers.
it won't allow me in any.
It should only ask for
Yes.
one.
Right.
Are you clicking on this link?
So
Why
I'm
don't
gonna
you?
try that link and
Okay.
see where it leads me. All right.
Everett, do you have the 14-digit number?
No.
Okay. Let's check in because I didn't get one either.
But the D number
Yeah,
is
we
not
all only
14
have
digits,
the
right?
number.
Yeah,
No,
the
it's
D number
not.
works.
Okay, so Doc,
Mhm.
I've clicked that link that you gave me, right?
Mhm.
And maybe it's me not paying attention now, you see? But it's taking me to where I could have search tips or database articles and so on. Oh, cool, so I'm there. But it never
So
asked me
this
for
is
the
not.
number or anything.
Yeah, yeah. If you go in one of them, it'll ask you. So if you go to the first one, looks like it's free, the ERIC Education Resources, but go to digital
Right.
dissertations on the third column.
On the third column.
Yeah, go to the
All right,
digital
let me see.
dissertations.
All right, so it's asking me now for my library card number.
Yeah,
Let me
type your
paste my
D
D number
number.
in
Yeah, yeah, and see what happens.
There it is. Seem like I'm in.
Oh, so you are in. Okay.
Yes. All
Good.
right. So it's probably me who didn't pay attention.
Okay. But like for your journal article, I wouldn't do it on a whole
All
dissertation.
right,
You
back
don't
over
want
to
to.
somebody else. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. For the journal article, I wouldn't select the whole dissertation. You want to select a shorter scholarly peer-reviewed article. At least one should be mixed methods. The other could be either qualitative or quantitative. But one of them has to be mixed methods out of the article. But if you have any trouble finding one, let me know and I can look one up for you and help you guide you in picking your article. And I'm going to try to, I wanted to email
Everett,
you.
did you type it in or copy and paste in your D number?
Copy
Yeah,
and
it
paste.
worked for him.
It's still not working for me.
It's not working for you, Laverne.
Typing as
You
if
might
it works.
you might have to submit the
But
form.
sometimes it don't accept it when you copy and paste.
Okay. Did anyone else try it out? No? Well, let me know at least by Friday what's going on if all of your accounts are set and working. If you're still waiting on the banner issue, you can still see and apply and fill out the form and see what happens because it looks like they only need your email address. But they are asking for the D number too. So if you're not registered, you may not or may. Does everyone have a D number?
Yes, Doc, but mine is not going through
It's not
either.
going through either. Okay, then fill out the form and let's see if
Okay.
that'll make a difference. If it still doesn't go through, then we'll have to troubleshoot and figure it out. For Laverne, it's not working either. Okay. In the meantime, I can email you some articles so you can at least get started with reading them and figuring out how to do the article critique. So let me show you the syllabus.
I will accept that email.
Mine is not
article.
going through either, Doc.
Yours not going through? Okay. Then fill out the form from the library website that Rachel demonstrated for us. Let me see if I can share my screen now. We're still looking at Rachel's screen. So I'm gonna stop. Rachel, can you stop sharing your screen? or do
Okay,
I-
should I stop
Okay.
sharing?
Yes. Yes, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Try sharing mine now. And I'm just going over the syllabus right now. Are you able to see the syllabus?
Oh, we're seeing it now.
You're seeing it now? Okay. So I basically used Dr. Yoon's template. So here I see that I forgot to put my email here too. Okay. You can reach me by the cell phone I gave you on WhatsApp, but just let me know that you're a student in my class in the J69 course section. Or you can use Google Voice if you want to leave text messages, or if you want to leave a voicemail, or just call me and I should be able to pick up the phone. And if you have extra assistance that you need, you can schedule a time to meet either before or after class on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And I'm also available if you have some other dates and times that you want to meet. That's fine with me. Our class is online definitely because nobody paid my ticket to come to Jamaica. There is no really required text, but the text that I'll be using is from Cresswell and Clark, Mixed Methods Research. There's also another textbook that Dr. Rafi gave me as an e-textbook. So I'll be using both of them for some of the content. And this is all just information that's covered in most of our courses, the rationale for the course. And I found that this course is more, my role is more of a facilitator than actually a lecturer. So you will be, we'll probably get into some breakout rooms tomorrow to look at the survey data. And you can come up with some conclusions based on what you see in the survey. Oops, sorry about that. Some of the professional standards related to educational leadership, the 7 standards are listed here for you. And then the International Society for Technology and Education, Visionary Leadership, CAPE standards. This is the accrediting body that accredits the education programs. Council for the Advancement of Standards in Higher Education. You know how education people love to have all the acronyms and standards upon standards. So they're all incorporated in this course. And some of the key learning objectives based on standards. Dr. Yoon has done a good job of this, effectively communicating what mixed methods research concepts are. We'll do a little bit of descriptive and some inferential statistics. Does anyone know the difference between the two? You have an example of descriptive versus inferential statistics? Any of our quantitative experts here? You all are so quiet today. Must be really tired. Rachel did most of the work today, right, Rachel? She taught half the class. So
Like
the
I'm just saying we have a lot of reading to do and catching up,
okay.
especially when it comes to quantitative type research methodologies.
Okay.
Yes.
The descriptive would just be like the counts, percentages, frequencies, what group of people fall into what category. Inferential would be if you're doing some analysis between different groups, is there really a difference between one group versus another? So if you implemented some effective educational practice in your class versus another fellow teacher who was teaching the same course and they didn't use your interactive engagement techniques. So then you do a t-test and look at their test scores to see if there was any difference based on the teaching that the unique innovative practice that you implemented in your class to see between groups, was there a difference? And then they also have t-tests where you have the same group of students pre-test and post-test. So before, how were they in their class when they first came to you? How did they do on a certain exam? What were their grades on the assessment that you gave them? And then you give them some strategies, some content, some quizzes. You utilize innovative practices, and the end of maybe 6 or 8 weeks, then you would do another post-test, and then that would be another type of t-test. So that's an inferential statistic also. But all of that is numerical data. And then applying codes and identifying themes. Did you do any of the coming up with patterns with Dr. Brown in your first course? When you looked at the data?
We didn't do data analysis with Doc.
Okay. You just got the theoretical knowledge of
We
qualitative.
just looked at the methods, the qualitative methods,
Okay.
just the methods we looked at.
Okay. Make a note of that. Applying key concepts of design, description, visualization. Visualization is really big right now. It's very important because busy people, especially higher education leaders, they want you to explain things that's in a picture. You know how they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So they want you to just show them everything in like a short chart. Your one little chart should explain everything. And then they also sometimes want you to, especially in America, it's like this a lot, highlight what is the strength and the weaknesses. So I use a lot of color coding. What I'll do is I'll make the things that I found that were strengths in the student surveys, things that the students reported as wonderful things that we're doing. I would highlight it in green, and then the areas for improvement would be either yellow or red, depending on how bad they are. So that visualization techniques is really important. Looking at empirical educational research, that's what we're going to do in our journal articles. And applying ethical standards and constraints. So I was looking through all of my photo stream, and then I saw pictures, and then I was wondering that why don't people use pictures, because pictures sometimes tell a story. Because I found this old picture of myself with my little slate, and then I was always a nerd, so I knew that picture told me the story that my grandfather always put me in the pictures, and I always wanted to, I was proudly showcasing my little work that I had done in kindergarten. And then I had a picture of my kids. Right now they're in college, and both of them are studying at the dining table where I'm teaching you from. And they both were working on their projects and their notebooks, and they were diligently studying. So that picture, that theme that developed from me is that, these kids are just like me. They're nerdy and they like to study. That's one of their favorite things, their hobbies, I would say, is they like to study and get good grades. Is there any other nerds in this group like us who like taking classes and learning? No, you guys like to party more. From what I
I like
saw,
to watch superhero movies.
superhero
Sorry.
movies. What's the last one you have watched?
Morbius.
Marvel one?
No, Morbius.
Morbius? Oh, okay. I don't know. My kids
Yes.
watch it. There's two, Marvel, and what's the other one? The superhero brand.
DC.
DC. Okay. But you can use that as an analogy, right? In a lot of your classes, you can use some of the morals and the stories. So that they do have their place. So we already did the orientation and the survey. But one of the things I found in the picture thing is that I was thinking to myself, why don't we do as much qualitative analysis using like pictures, sometimes pictures and videos. But the problem with that is confidentiality, because you're always trying to protect your participants. You don't want them broadcasting your journal articles and your dissertations. That would violate confidentiality. So that's one of the ethical practices that we have to follow. So we did the orientation and the survey. Today, we're just doing the databases, and we'll do these two things probably tomorrow, looking at interpreting some of the data based on the survey that you completed tomorrow. And I wanted to show you the rubric. So I haven't figured out 6, 7, and 8 yet. We'll probably be catching up on things during those last 3 weeks. And most of our learning activities will just the activities that we do in class. And the other part will be the journal article critiques. So there's a description of what is required. Describe what the study is about. What is the abstract's purpose? The purpose should be in the abstract. If there is a hypothesis, you would talk about that and the research questions. Would the qualitative research have a hypothesis?
No, it doesn't.
Right, that's correct. It does not have a hypothesis. It would be the quantitative that would have a hypothesis. Identifying the strategies that are used, some of the strengths and weaknesses that you may have noticed, the sampling techniques, how did they collect the data? How did they analyze the data? And then what were the results of that study? So if you can find one article that's mixed methods and then the other one can be either quantitative or qualitative, that would be great. And then this is the rubric for it. Whether you cover all of these items in the abstract and purpose, the hypothesis research question, the research design and strategy. So that is what I would like you to get started on this journal article. Once you get your library situation completed, I will probably add some readings and resources. So if you have trouble accessing, oh,